Lucio Fontana was an Argentinian painter and sculptor known as the founder of Spatialism and a pioneer of abstract art. Fontana is best known for his signature slashed canvases with examples in modern art galleries around the world. Lucio Fontana was an Argentinian painter and sculptor born to Italian parents in 1899. In 1905 he was sent to Italy to attend school, before serving in the Italian army through the majority of the First World War. In 1921, after the war, Fontana moved back to Argentina and worked alongside his father as a sculptor before becoming recognised in his own right. Fontana exhibited his first works along with other Argentine artists in 1926 before presenting his first solo exhibition in Milan in Italy in 1930. During World War II, Fontana's Milan studio was destroyed in the Allied bombing raids on Italy, along with the majority of his artwork up to that point. Although Fontana had moved back to Argentina in 1940 and did not discover this until his return to Italy in 1947. In 1949, Fontana started creating his famous spatial concept paintings, sometimes referred to as holes, with his signature slash series following in the 1950s. These are, unsurprisingly, a series of canvases and sculptures which have had holes pierced through them or have been cut with razor blades to allow the viewer to see through or past the canvas and into the space beyond. Spatialism was intended to connect art and science through form, colour and lighting. Instead of depicting a painted scene on a canvas, in Spatialism the canvas itself is the focus, combining the 2D nature of the canvas with the 3 dimensions of the real world. Fontana's previous experience as a sculptor no doubt influenced his vision of creating a form from formless surfaces, real light and shadow interacting with the piece instead of it having a static portrayal. Art styles similar to and which followed on from Spatialism are minimalism, installation art and cyberspatialism. Like the Italian futurists, who were contemporaries of Fontana, Fontana wanted to move away from the old boring stale art styles of the past and create art for the 20th century and the future. One of Fontana's most famous pieces is La Fin de Dio, which I've most likely pronounced wrong, or The End of God in English. This piece, or pieces really as it's actually a collection of 38 monochrome painted canvases, is a large canvas in the shape of an egg, pierced with many holes and accentuated with layers of impasto, which Fontana describes as the infinite, the inconceivable chaos, the end of figuration, nothingness. Created in the early 1960s during the space race, the pieces were new and radical, and a sign of the rebellious attitude at the time. Fontana's other famous pieces are mostly from his Atisse series, which again I've probably pronounced wrong. These consist of a series of canvases painted in monochrome colours with varying numbers of precise cuts, typically backed with a black fabric to accentuate the void. These pieces are often large and striking in appearance, and at the time were both seen as visionary and rudimentary. No longer a rendition or depiction, the pieces become the focus. It is the canvas and the space beyond that becomes the art. Lucio Fontana also created sculptures and environments that used light and light-reactive materials to portray abstract spaces in what would later become known as installation art. Lucio Fontana died in 1968 in Italy at the age of 68. Thanks for watching this Artist Spotlight. If you'd like to see more content like this, help me out by pressing the subscribe button and liking this video.